Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. Today we are playing some Skeleton Self Bounce. But first, please hit that subscribe button below. I put out new videos every single day. So if you want to watch the latest deck lists that I put out, subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, hit that like icon, comment below. All does help out the channel. Fairly new, just started the channel in September. So uh, help the YouTube algorithm find people and grow this community. It's an awesome group of people. So thank you for doing that. Let's get into this deck list though. This whole thing started when I've been seeing a lot of Demir decks pop up, and I noticed the creature, the entity tracker, where this has flash. It's a 2/3, and whenever an enchantment you control or enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, you can draw a card. Well, one thing about that skeleton deck is there is a lot of enchantments that you're utilizing with that. You got four of the corpses of the lost, four of the case of the stash skeleton, and you can combine that also with some enchantments for removal. Momentum breaker, we have two of those, and we have four of the nowhere to runs as well. All of those cards actually trigger entity tracker for you to draw your cards. And then on top of that, you can bounce those cards with things like the Boomerang basics. So if you bounce your own enchantment back to your hand, you're going to draw a card. Plus, you can replay the card, which can remove another creature or create another skeleton, whatever you need to do. Um, you also have Fear of Isolation, which brings stuff back to your hand, throws a body onto the field. Even has evasion with flying there, which is nice. It allows you to recast it. We do have Grim Bauble, which is an artifact that you can also bounce back in. This is a nice little removal. It also allows you to do a little surveil action. For skeletons, we do have Forsaken Miner as a 1-drop. We got 3 of those. We got 2 of the Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones is just a nice one. If you need to defend or attack in and kill something, it has that death touch, but also has that really nice ability that you can cast their spells if it does happen, where you can destroy all their stuff and get in with this. We also have 2 of Shoot the Sheriff, just for some removal to get rid of cards, as well as additional stock up for drawing cards. So you can look at the top 5 cards of your library, put 2 of them in your hand, the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. All in all, there's a lot of enchantments here. You get to replay these cards repeatedly just because you're bouncing them, putting them back into play. And the nice thing is, when these get pulled out of play, the creatures stay behind. So the creature that comes from this, the 2/1, and the 2/2 that comes from this one, stay in the battlefield when they go back to your hand. And when you replay it, gets played again. And the funny thing is, a lot of times, these cards will actually get targeted by by the white removal spell, where they actually are putting them into exile. And then when you bounce their creature or kill their creature, this comes into play again, triggering it one more time. Which you have neat cards like you'll Nowhere to Run, where you'll actually see in the gameplay where the opponent doesn't realize this gets around hexproof, and you can kill off their creature, get your stuff back. It's pretty awesome when you can actually see that happen. So let's get into the gameplay of this deck. It's a fun one. All right, Skeleton Bounce. We do not have, unfortunately, a turn 1 Swamp, but it's a very good hand. So we're going to keep this one. Because we can do Case into Corpse. Well, that's better. Get that out right away. That's fine. Do a stash. Follow it up with Corpses of the Lost. See what they want to do. Took the damage. If we get a land, we can get 2 more down next turn. That's pretty good. We can, with a land, we can actually remove that. We didn't get our land. How do we want to handle this? I think we just attack in. We'll drop that energy tracker to kill his light stall as a surprise blocker. And then we can momentum breaker if he doesn't have another creature. He's got another creature, so that's unfortunate. All right, let's see if he falls for the block here. Got him. All right, we can actually bounce. Momentum breaker. They have to sacrifice their creature. We draw, we get a skeleton. This deck is awesome. They pretty much have to do a sweeper here or something at this point. Because we got so many skeletons coming in next turn. Let's get going for the corpse. We can just bounce our creature. Perfect. Thank you. We drew another one. That's nasty. I think it's this. This is nasty. Get another skeleton. Good game. One goes first. We need to get more of our skeleton cards, but this is a decent start, especially because we have Fear of Isolation bouncing like a momentum or a nowhere. Vanguard. Oh, there they go. Gaining all that life. Can't block. Okay, let's go with... Might as well attack in. Can't block with it anyways. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. They are down to 1 card. So... let's do this. We'll play our tapped card. Can bounce our nowhere to run. The unfortunate, this is going to grow now. No attacks. Yep. Not a whole lot we can do here. All right. Well, that definitely is coming into play tapped. So if they don't draw anything, we have a chance. Attack with this. We're going to have to block with the isolation. We can momentum breaker. Oh, that kind of does us in. Okay. Now we have to draw removal. Well, do we have enough here? That might do it. Yes. Okay. We can bounce this back to our hand. Grim Brobble. Kill the bat. Momentum breaker. Make them sack the channeler. And then we're going to have a stock up next turn, which we should be able to bounce something after that. Okay. Stock up. We do that. We didn't draw anything for removal, unfortunately. Tiny bones. That'll allow us to get a flyer. I think we're gonna go here. Back in. I guess we already had a flyer. Is that all they do is draw creatures here? We're going to attack him with that. We need to keep a blocker back. Okay, that ain't going to do it yet. Good game. All right, we go first. I guess we can keep this hand. It's nothing crazy. We do get the early miner down. We can do a nowhere to run and then bounce it back. There's going to be quite a bit of value in doing so. Interesting. Let's attack in first. Then we'll cast that to get our other skeleton down. Okay, there's a good chance that we lose everything here next turn. So because of that, let's do a stock up. We're going to want to do something like that and that. Okay, they have the repurposing bay. I think this is still the play. Then we can do like a case bounce. So that's going to be 9 damage. That's going to force them to get their pinnacle. But our corpse is going to stay behind. So what we can do is, man, drop that. And we can boomerang this back to our hand to draw a card. We can get a swamp. Probably could have cast the Fear of Isolation instead. Okay, that's fine. They're only going to get 1 creature. Yeah, if we would have done the Fear of Isolation instead, we would have kept the Boomerang basics. We could have bounced the creature they created here. Not that it necessarily matters, because they can't block Menace. Yeah, I guess we just won here. Good game. This is just a ton of removal, and we do go first. Let's just see how this goes. It's a heavy creature deck. This is going to be pretty funny. I have a feeling this is more of a control-y type player, but we'll see. Oh, this is going to be fun. Hey, forget. There's a reason why that triggered. We'll even cast one of these to get one of our nowhere to runs back. Good game. All right, we go first. We don't have any amazing starts here, but we'll try it. We do have some removal. The Restless Reef out first. Okay. I think we're actually in pretty good shape against this matchup. We'll pay 2. We'll know where to run this. Creatures your opponent control cannot be the target spells. I can go through hexproof with this, so their hexproof ability doesn't really matter in this situation. Yep, that's fine. We got another one. We got the Verge, too. Maybe we just go aggressive here. Let them throw something on the Survivor. If we really need to, we can always try to draw into something for removal purposes. I'm going to get rid of Veteran now. Kind of wanting to hold off. How about we just find some removal? Oh, shoot. I meant to do that. I guess we'll do this. It'll just slow them down no matter what. They're going to go after that nowhere because that does cause us to have ward, but... Well, okay, let's do this. See if we can draw. Got that. Guess we'll just do that. Don't want to do that. I think we're going to bounce that. That's 6 land next turn. We can do both of these as long as that just stays with 1 word. I have a feeling they have Shard Mage available. No blocks. Entity Tracker. Well, that's interesting. That might have just changed what I want to do here. We can block. It's going to get double strike here. We're going to leave back 2 blockers. And yes, we will bring that back to our hand. Okay, they are tapped out. This only has ward 1. 5 damage. They can only block 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to take 7, I think, no matter what. Next turn, if I do no blocks. But that is a... I mean, I could just double block this. And then I'll kill off one of their creatures. I'll draw a card. That was a pretty good turn. Look at all that card draw. Good game. What a fun deck to play. This is definitely a different version of the Skeletons deck. I mean, I've always loved playing the Skeletons deck, but the whole idea of bouncing Case of the Skeletons, the Corpses of the Lost back to your hand, I mean, this naturally has a bounce kind of built into it, but being able to get like a case back or a momentum break or nowhere to run and just keep replaying it. And oh man, the card draw that you get off of Entity Tracker is just insane, especially when you're casting all these cases and corpses. That is huge for you just to keep fueling the engine for the skeletons. So definitely a neat deck to play. If you got these cards, build this up. It's a fun deck to play. It is by no means going to be a tier 1 deck or anything like that, but it is neat. And I really did enjoy picking this up. If you like doing some self bounce, definitely want to give the skeleton self bounce a try. All right. If you could, hit that subscribe button below. Helps out the channel. Got new videos daily. And hit that like icon. Really do appreciate the help with that. Have a fantastic day.